morning, custodians. In last class, we have studied about the introduction to replication, and I have told you about like how many and what were the roles of the enzymes in replication. Now let's start with replication. DNA replication in prokaryotes as well as in eukaryotes. Enzymes are involved in the process of replication, as I have told you in your last lecture. Action of replication is very high and it should be very accurate to avoid the mutation. The main enzyme which does the polymerization, which brings the several nucleotides one after another, is DNA polymerase. It is DNA dependent, as DNA act as the template on which the replication has to be done and catalyzes the polymerization of deoxyribonucleotides. You know this E. coli, sorry, which is a prokaryote, can replicate itself in only 38 minutes. So, in order to bring the replication at a fast mode, polymerase has to be fast and catalyze the reaction at with high degree of accuracy. Bringing each nucleotide towards the polymerization, it is a energy consuming process. I have already told you in the last class that during nucleotide addition there is a utilization of energy, and each nucleotide bring its own energy in the form of nucleoside triphosphate. So the components essential for the replication are: the first enzyme is helicase. It does the unwinding of the coiled DNA. The DNA has two strands and both are coiled to each other. So first it has to be separated. Both the strands has to be separated, and the separation is done by enzyme helicase. When the helicase enzymes gets the DNA separated, there is a torsion, and to remove the torsion or the strain in the DNA molecule, topoisomerase is needed. And to begin the synthesis of DNA, primase enzyme is needed. Then to bring up the nucleotide for polymerization, we need DNA polymerase. And we have two strands, as we know, as we have discussed in the earlier slide that of earlier video, that we have Okazaki fragments in lagging strands. So DNA ligase is needed to join them together, and we need repair enzyme if there any kind of mistake happens. The other component is nucleotide. The nucleotide is deoxyribose nucleotide, and energy is required in the form of ATP or deoxyribose nucleoside triphosphate, as I've told you earlier. The DNA replication process is included in the following steps. The first is the origination of replication, from where the replication begins. The replication always begins from the ORI region. Then unwinding of the double-stranded antiparallel DNA molecule, then formation of the RNA primer to begin the synthesis of new strand, then synthesis of complementary strand. After that, proofreading and DNA repair if there is any kind of mistake happens in the DNA synthesis. So let's do from the first step, origination of the replication. The origination of the replication means from where the replication begins. There is a small opening in the DNA helix, as a complete DNA cannot be separated, so there is a small opening where the hydrogen bonding between the base pair breaks. It is the origin of replication. Then from there, DNA starts unwinding from each other by the activity of helicase enzyme. After helicase separates the two strands from each other, there is a torsion, and the torsion is removed by the topoisomerase. Then the DNA looks like replication fork, which is Y-shaped. After that, the third steps came into picture, and this is the formation of the RNA primer. RNA is a small segment of the RNA nucleotide from which the replication begins. It initiates the formation of new complementary DNA strand from 3' end. Then the synthesis of the complementary strand. The synthesis always occur from the 5' to 3' direction with the help of DNA polymerase. First the primer will act, then DNA polymerase will came into picture, and then the polymerization begins. The polymerization can be of any type. It can be of adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, all in nucleotide form. And it is complemented to the parent strand. The replication proceeds in the 5' to 3' direction in leading strands, and it is in the continuous manner, while in the lagging strand it also begins in the 5' to 3' direction, but it is in the fragment form, and these fragments are known as Okazaki fragments, and afterwards they are joined by the ligase. As you can see in this picture, this is the origin of the replication. The yellow part is the parental DNA, which splits from between. This is the splitting, and this splitting is done by helicase enzyme, and there is a torsion here, the purple color. This torsion is cleared by topoisomerase, and then the beginning of the synthesis of new complementary strands to the parent begins, and it always accompanied from the 5' to 3' direction. This is the leading strand because it is continuous. This is the lagging strand. You can see here two arrows. In between they have a gap. This gap is known as nick. Later on, this gap is sealed by DNA ligase. The formation of new strand always begins with a primer. This primer is the RNA primer. After that, nucleotides are added by DNA polymerase. You can see in this picture, the darker blue is the parental strand. It unwinds from each other for the replication, and replication begins from the 5' to 3' direction. This is the leading strand, this is the lagging strand, and here the replication is in opposite direction because 5' direction is over here, and this is the 3' direction, you can see over here. And the joining of the Okazaki fragments is done by DNA ligase. These are the Okazaki fragments. The torsion here is removed by the topoisomerase. And here some enzymes are attached to the parental strand. These enzymes are known as single-stranded binding protein, which unwind the parental DNA or keep them away from re-annealing, from rejoining. This is all for today, and this is how the replication occurs. Thank you.